What's up guys, welcome back to the video. In this one we're going to be learning about float in CSS. So let's get started. So this flow lets us put something like images or a text beside each other if you want. Like let's say an image should show like based upon the text or so, you can put it right there. So you can put a float right, it's gonna go to the right. If float left, it's gonna be in the left, and center, it's gonna be in the center. So that's pretty much about float. So let me go ahead and show you guys an example. So you can also create a navigation menu, which we're gonna be doing right now. So let's go ahead and do this. So first of all, we need a list. I'm gonna be using an unordered list, basically UL, and I'm gonna be having two of these li tags. Let me go copy this. Actually, let me go copy that and paste it 4 times because I'm gonna be having 4 of those. And each of these are gonna be having an anchor tag so that I can have kind of like a link. But I just don't have any links, so if you want, you can put a link right there. But I don't have any, so I'm just gonna put it like href equals hashtag. So let me go ahead and do that. Href equals hashtag, and I'm gonna be doing for all these. Let me go do that, there, and there. So inside this, I'm gonna be having our home page, basically the page we are in, and it's gonna be contact page. Let me go spell that right. There we go. And this is gonna be store, and the last one is gonna be our help. And now we have our 4 of those things done. So here we can be having a class, and this class is gonna be common for all these. So let me go ahead and copy and paste it for all these. So this is the thing we have common in all these 4 lists. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a specific ID only for the home tag. So let me go ahead and put like home. There we go. So it's only going to be for the home tag, so that we can customize the home tag a bit different. So yeah, so that's pretty much about this thing, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much about this HTML. So let's go ahead and hop to our index.css. So let me go and remove this. So now what we need is basically something like this. So first of all, what I want to customize is the UL. Like whenever we go see our output, this is how it's gonna look like. We have those dots right there. We don't need that, right? So what we can be doing is we can remove them. So for that, I'm gonna be using UL, and let's go and do this. List type is gonna be none, and there we go. So we don't have any dots or something right there. So yeah, that works. So now what we can be doing is we can be using something else right here. So let's say, let me say this thing is gonna be right here, because normally any navigation list is gonna be right here at the top, right? So what we can be doing is something like this, and the padding is gonna be 0 too. So we have margin and padding 0 because it's gonna be at the top. So yeah, now that looks better. It's at the top, but we don't want it to be in a something like this. We're gonna be doing that too. So I guess we are gonna be in English. Actually, we are gonna put a background color for this too, so that it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna put 333, and that's the color. I mean, this doesn't look that great, but if you remove like if you're thinking like in this way, but if you remove this, it's gonna look pretty good, I'll say, because I use that a lot of times. And that's pretty much it about this. So now what we can be doing is we can also set the colors to be white, I guess. But if you don't want, you can not put it right there. So you can, if you don't want, you don't have to, but I'm gonna not putting it there. And now what I want to also mention is let's say if your text is gonna be like overflowing, it's gonna be going all the way right there, and some of them is gonna be going outside, which we don't want. So I'm gonna put overflow hidden. But yeah, let me go ahead and put overflow hidden, and there we go. So that works. So that's an example for this right there. So let me go ahead and see this. It pretty much doesn't do anything, but yeah. So now what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we're going to be customizing our li tag. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something like this. I mean, you don't have to have this thing right here in nav, but if you want, you can just use .nav right here, like this. And yeah, you can be doing that too, but I'm gonna be using .nav right there. I mean, I forgot that we don't need it, so yeah. Let me go ahead and delete this since you don't need it. Let me go ahead and put that there, and the last one. So we have everything done right here. So we don't have any .nav, so that we don't need it, because we already can use the li tag, so that it's gonna be like selecting all those. So yeah, So now what we want is it should be like in like a straight line, not like this, right? So what we can be doing is float left. And this is gonna make them in a straight line. So it works pretty good, and it's coming in a straight line. So now let me go ahead and customize the hyperlinks or the links. So let me go ahead and do LIA, and first of all the text decoration. So we can put it a none, but before that we want it to be displayed in an inline block. So let me go ahead and put an inline block. So the reason why we are using inline block is this inline block is gonna create like it's helpful for navigation menus, so that it's gonna create kind of like sized clickable buttons or so. So yeah, you can do that. So that's why we're going to be using display inline block, but without this I'm going to be showing you guys too, and it's not going to work though. It's not going to look that great. So text decoration is going to be none for now, and let me go ahead and see this how it looks. So that looks pretty well, so it works pretty well. Home, contact, store, and help. So let me also go put the color of it. Color is going to be white, and there we go. So now that's a lot better. We can see the color too, and yeah. So now what we want is a bit of a padding and stuff, so that we can see kind of like spaces or so. So yeah, so I'm gonna put it to be 14 pixel, and the rest is gonna be like 16 pixel. So yeah, so now that works. 14 contact, store, I mean home, contact, store, and help. So we can see it looks pretty good. So if I click home, nothing happens. Contact, nothing happens. Store, nor help. So if you I already said I don't have any link, but if you want, you can put anything right there. So that's pretty much about what we can do right here. So if you want, you can also make something like this. So if you want to go more advanced, you can do like a hover. Like whenever you hover on it, it's gonna happen something like this. So we can put like the background color or so to be changed to this specific color. So we can put it to be like 111. So let's go ahead and see your output. So that works. Home, contact, store, and help. If I hover, the color is changing. If I don't, it's not gonna change. So that works. And if you want to have something a bit more good looking, what you can do, I recommend you guys doing too, is you can change like the font size of it to be like something like this. So oh wait, actually whenever you hover though, not like normally. So whenever you hover, it's gonna be like font size. So let me click font size. It's gonna be like 10%, or I don't know if it's too small or so. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like to be like 30, I guess. Maybe 30 is good, I guess. And oh, maybe not, maybe 100, I guess. So okay, that's how 100 looks. So I'm gonna put it 120. So basically it's how it's gonna look whenever you hover over home. It's gonna turn big, and contact, it's gonna be store, and the same thing for help. So this is gonna make a lot better, and you can do this too. And the next thing I want to mention is the reason why I have an ID of home is I want to have a red color to the home. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be having hashtag home. So let me go ahead and have that. So let me see. Oops, we deleted that. Let me go ahead and see right there. So yeah, I just removed the hashtag right there since I forgot we don't need it. So I just removed it right there. And now what we can be doing is we can have a background color, and it's gonna be red. So there we go. So now let me go ahead and see this. So this is how our navigation link looks like. I can click home. It's gonna change that color. But if you want, you can also specify hover for this too. So yeah, you can do that. So let me go right here. Home, that works. Contact, that works. Store works. Help works. And yeah, so that's pretty much about what you can do with float. And I know this kind of hard to understand, but if you guys practice, it's gonna be a lot easier. So that's pretty much about float. So that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.